know the person who led me to the Lord. Her name was Debbie Meyer, and she lives in Montrose, Iowa. And when I found out I had cancer, I emailed or texted Jenny, and I told her, would you tell your mom and tell her thank you for leading me to the Lord, because I know where my peace is, and he's been there so many times through so many struggles, and I thank you. But when we were little, I don't remember baptism even being talked about, really. And then we moved to Tennessee, and we were part of our church, and I watched my husband get baptized, and I didn't feel comfortable how the procedure went. I think baptism is very sacred. I think it's not something you make fun of or that you take lightly. I think it's a very personal decision, and it's a very sacred decision, and they kind of maybe made it feel not so sacred, and so I didn't want to do it there. And then we got the girls, and I said, we're going to be moving. We knew we'd be moving after we finalized somewhere different, not knowing we'd come home, or to Mediapolis. And I said, okay, as soon as we get there, I'll do it. And I have a friend named Mark Robinson, and he's like, you need to have your church do it, and because he's a pastor in Galesburg. And I said, okay. But then we go to Calvary, and we don't feel part of that community. The church is really good. Like, the preaching is amazing, and we really like it. But we didn't feel part of the community, and I'm like, it's not. So I just kept saying, it's not the right people. It's not the right church. It's not the right time. And then I would feel convicted. The preacher would be up on the pulpit, and he'd talk about, okay, and you need to get baptized. You need to follow what God commanded. And I'm like, I'm saved. I know that. I'm okay. And I'll find the right people, and I'll find the right church. And I just kept putting it off. And I'm ashamed of doing that. And I'm sorry. And I've apologized to Jesus for putting it off for so long, because he's been so good to me. And so today I just want to honor him. He's in my heart. He lives in me, and he is so strong. And he's helped me through so much. And so today I just want to honor him. I don't think baptism is salvation. It's not salvation. It's a way to honor and to show your commitment to Jesus, and that's what I believe. So anyway, that's why I want to be baptized today. So anyway, that's
And I think some of the Bible study girls wanted to come up and be part of this. We've grown very close all together through this last year of study. And funny story, our first Bible study this year was called Stronger by Angela Thomas. And there wasn't a single one of us that was like, oh, I need this study. Like, I'm going through something huge. We're all like, oh, this will be an interesting study, And we learned a lot and kind of put it, in our back of our brains. And then the second study we're going through right now is Karen Eamon's Listen, Love, Repeat. And that's being other-centered when they're going through things. And then with Lisa's diagnosis, it just really showed that God has been working it all out, and that he needed the first study for all of us when we have those tough days and the days ahead, and then the second study for all of us to be able to love on Lisa and her family and to just be more aware of that. So that's been pretty cool to see. So if you guys want to come up, there's Sarah over there.